Good morning.
And isn't it a lovely morning?
Yeah.
500 morning here, and you got to be pretty excited about today, given the fact that Budweiser Speed Weeks has done pretty well for you.
Yeah, it's been a great week for us so far. Obviously, we want to keep it rolling for one more day, but our Budweiser Chevrolet has been running good, so we got a good starting spot. Just it's a Daytona 500, so you never know what's going to happen.
We've got a microphone now here. He's coming around. Don't be bashful. If you want to ask Kevin Harvick a question, this is your golden opportunity. We got some down here in the front, right down here in the front for questions too. So when you go racing today, it was hot yesterday for final practice, the sun beating down, a little bit of an overcast day today. Does that affect the handling of these race cars out here in the track?
Yeah, you know, I think the weather's going to be pretty consistent from when we ran our duel. You know, probably a little bit cooler, but that's only going to help the handling of the car. The car was a little bit free in the duel, but manageable, so should help us a little bit today on that side of it.
All right, let's go out here. We got the microphone.
All right, Tony. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
What's your question?
Are you going to put Keelan in the car today?
Oh yeah, as long as it's not nap time.
Speaking of nap
If
time,
it is, we're going to wake him up.
it was funny because they were showing Kenny Wallace was with you, you know, by your coach, and you were just hanging out drinking a Budweiser, and you weren't even allowed inside your bus. How does that? I mean,
yeah, well, as all you parents know, when the nap time is happening, you don't want to wake the baby up. So I figured there was really no reason for me to go inside because I knew he was asleep. And so I just sat outside and kicked my shoes off and watched the second duel and drank a beer. So I was fine.
How much has it changed your life? What's your day-to-day routine like, not only at home, but here at the racetrack as well?
Well, this is the first time we've actually brought him for the full week. Full weekend, so we brought him last week and this week, so we were a little bit nervous because we didn't, as first-time parents, we didn't really know what to expect, but everything's good. He's crawled this week, he's learned how to wave, and he slept through the night for the first time, so everything's going good.
And you won twice. Let's see, and today's the Daytona 500. I'm liking it. So we have more questions out here?
absolutely. What's your name?
Debbie.
Debbie, what is your question?
Yesterday I asked Jimmy Johnson who his biggest threat was. He said you. Who's your biggest threat?
Oh, you know, that's a hard answer. You know, this race is such a crapshoot as far as you know, how things work out throughout the day. Even though, you know, I feel like we have a fast car, you have to make 5 or 6 pit stops. You have to come on the pit road 5 or 6 times. You're going to have cautions. You're going to have wrecks. So you got to be able to avoid all that. So I think all the Chevrolets are fast. So I won't narrow it down that far, but I'll narrow it down to all the Chevrolets.
You mentioned coming to pit road 5 or 6 times during the Daytona 500. Yesterday in final practice, I had a chance to speak with Trevor Bayne, and in the Budweiser duel, he was following you to pit road during the race, and he couldn't hardly keep up with what you were doing, and he got off track, went off into the grass. How difficult is it going from 199 miles an hour, inches apart from your competitors, jamming the brakes down to 55 miles an hour and trying to find that box?
Well, the hardest part about getting on and off pit road and down pit road is you can lose the race really easily there or put yourself in a really bad position to have to make up a lot of ground, but you also can't go slow enough to where you feel really comfortable. So you have to push it, you have to try to get everything that you can without making a mistake. And that's, you know, that's a fine line between screwing up like Trevor did, or, you know, making good time down pit road, because if you don't make good time down pit road, somebody else will.
Back to the crowd.
We got Dennis down here. Dennis, what's your question, buddy?
How many pairs of Chucky Taylors do you have?
Say it again?
Chucky Taylor shoes?
Shoot.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor's. Well, I have 3 pairs. Yeah, I wear them out. You know, they're like, they must be made out of a different compound than what new shoes are, because they last forever.
Well, while he's getting another question, have we got it? Are we ready?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what's
go
your
ahead.
name?
Xana.
Xana, what is your question?
How long have you been racing?
How long have I been racing? I started racing go-karts when I was 5.